All right, hi everybody, welcome back. I'm Dorothy. Thanks for joining me. So right now, I want to talk about November and what's going on with that. So right now, let me just give you a brief synopsis of November. So November's energy, the astrological energy, is Scorpio for the most part. With the sun already in the sign of Scorpio, we're looking to be a little more intense. We're looking at clearing the things that have been part of our lives for a very long time that we want to get rid of, because Scorpio is very well known for transformation. And for things to transform, we need to see what really is the root of any issue or the cause of issues that we might have in our lives. So this is an opportunity once a year, especially when the sun moves through that Scorpio energy, for us to be made aware of what is deep within, what is hidden from ourselves, what we hide from ourselves, or where this transformation in our lives need to happen. And so we're going to work with that because we have many planets moving through the sign of Scorpio and a few others, and we'll get to the details of that in a second. So wherever you have Scorpio in your chart, I will be addressing that by talking about each zodiac sign next and how that plays out for you. All right, Aquarius, this one's for you. What we got going on right off the bat, November 2nd, is Mercury moving into the sign of Scorpio. So if you have Aquarius rising, that means Scorpio is most likely that 10th house cusp. So when we have Scorpio in that sector, there's a couple of different things that go on. That sector represents our career and also represents our social status. So if we're married, divorced, whatever that social piece is for us. So it can be a couple different things. So if Mercury is in Scorpio in that sector, if you have something going on, excuse me, with your marriage or the relationship that you're known to be in, then something can be opened up and revealed to the world. So you need to be cautious of that if you feel you've been keeping secrets. Then, let's put kind of a dash there, because then this is also the career sector and what we're known for in our career. Now, if you have a career that's more about research and investigating, then this is just going to highlight that and kick that into gear. You have a lot of work to do. It's all right. More work, more income, more hours, things like that. So that's cool. But we also wonder if there's something going on behind the scenes at work for you. So keep that in mind. Pay attention to whatever that piece is for you. This is really important that you be open and aware. We also have that new moon on November 11th in that sector as well. So when there's a new moon in any sector, wherever the new moon is in our charts, it's about setting goals. So between the 2nd, when Mercury moves in there, and the new moon on the 11th, it's an opportunity to focus in, pay attention, and release what's not working. After November 11th, you can set some new goals in Scorpion style. I'm going to have a separate video up for that, so come back for that. But just know that's in your career sector. All right? So setting up goals and, whatever it is you want to do, career sector for that new moon. So now I'm going to back up because I wanted to put those two things together. Also on November 2nd, there is Venus and Mars. It's right here in front of me. Venus and Mars are conjunct in the sign of Virgo in your solar 8th house. And when those two planets are together, it does represent the masculine and the feminine coming together. The Virgo represents, let's focus in on the details. But the 8th house represents change and transformation. That is Scorpio energy. It's where Scorpio naturally lives. You've got Virgo in there. So with that 8th house being triggered by this conjunction of Venus and Mars, it tells me that there is something deep going on behind the scenes. Something going on behind the scenes that is going to be you're going to be taking action you're going to need to pay attention to. That's what the main theme is for you. Okay? Now, I want to move on. I know that sounds scary, but it's not. It just means look and research. Do the research you need to do about whatever subject is on your mind. Just do the research. Don't hide. Research, open your mind. You're an Aquarius, open your mind. Don't get stuck. Aquarians are fixed air signs, so sometimes we get stuck on thinking one way. And so let's be more flexible. Open things up a little bit. Some of you, not all. I want to hear the bad shit. I know enough of you to know how this is. I'm an air sign myself, but I'm more mutable. November 8th, Venus moves into the sign of Libra into your 9th house. And then on, let's see, who else moves into Libra? Yes, on November 12th, Mars moves into Libra. So Venus on November 8th, Mars on November 12th. So these two planets, now they're done being conjunct in Virgo, they move into Libra, into the 9th house, which is about finding harmony and balance, where you're learning through your education piece, or through expanding your awareness, through travel, through just, you really want to learn something new through life, through experiencing things. So this peace, this harmony, this balance is what we're seeking when Mars and Venus both move into that sector, pretty much at the same time. They're neck and neck once a year. This is just the time that they're doing it. You know, Venus was retrograde for a while, and they met back in June, and now they're meeting again right now. But now that they're in the sign of Libra, in that 9th house, you know, you're going to need to pay attention to what I just mentioned. But another thing that you can pay attention to is any relationship that actually started back in June or July might finally be going through a final stage, whether you're stepping it up and connecting even on a deeper level and making things legal, or you might realize that it was just a brief encounter with somebody and away you go. So with Venus and Mars both in that relationship sign, in that 9th house, it can be really fun, actually, as well. Fun, learning, experiencing life, living life, and going wherever you want to go. There's a lot of different things you can do with this Libra energy in the 9th house. It's kind of fun. All right, I'm going to finish this forecast up this way on November 20th and November 22nd. First of all, we have Mercury entering Sagittarius, and then the Sun entering Sagittarius. It goes into your 11th house, and the 11th house, even though it's the sign of Sag, is the house that Aquarius is naturally in charge of. So you have opportunities now to learn, to teach, to experience life, kind of like the 9th house stuff I just mentioned, being out there and experiencing the world. Saturn is in that sector right now, though. So with Saturn in there, it's been in there for 6 months, took a break, back in there now since September for the next couple of years. I'll be doing a separate video on that, so come watch it when the time comes. If you subscribe to the channel, you'll be notified when it's up. Saturn is in that sector. Mercury makes a conjunction to it on the 24th, and the Sun on the 29th. What does all that astrological babble mean? It means that you're having it's an opportunity for you to redefine. Very difficult for Aquarius to do, honestly, because if you have your mindset on certain things, it's not easy to have your mind changed. But with Saturn moving through that sector, and here in November, the last week in November, when Mercury and the Sun will connect with Saturn, it's going to give you an opportunity to open your eyes and see something different that you might actually love and enjoy. Because, you know, everybody goes through transitions throughout life. This is an opportunity to open your mind, breathe into things. Aquarius is an air sign. Breathe into things and allow old ways of thinking to pass you by. Let them go and come and step into something that's a little more, just a little more who you are now. It's about maybe even raising your vibration somewhat, whatever that means to you. All right, so give all those things a shot. I know that's a lot of information. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, come to my website, all that good stuff. You know, call to action. Thank you. Namaste. Blessings.